Now we are going to study properties of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. In that, first we will study physical properties. First physical property is nature of intermolecular forces. The carbonyl bond in aldehydes and ketones is polar covalent bond. The molecules orient in such a way that oppositely polarized atoms facing each other. As a result, these molecules have intermolecular dipole-dipole force of attraction. Force of attraction. In case of carboxylic acids, they contain carboxyl group. In carboxyl group, this is carbonyl carbon and this hydroxyl group. This carbonyl oxygen it is partially negative. This carbonyl carbon it is partially positive. This hydroxyl hydrogen it is partially positive, and acidic hydrogen of one carboxyl group is in hydrogen bonding with carbonyl oxygen of other carboxyl group. That is, this carbonyl carbon it is partially positive, this carbonyl oxygen it is partially negative. It is in hydrogen bonding with this molecule, that is acidic hydrogen of one carboxyl group is in hydrogen bonding with carbonyl oxygen of other molecule, and acidic hydrogen of another molecule is in hydrogen bonding with a carbonyl oxygen of first molecule. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding is stronger than this dipole-dipole force of attraction. Because of this, in carboxylic acids, intermolecular hydrogen bonding it is stronger than dipole-dipole force of attractions of aldehydes and ketones. Then next property is physical state. First we will see physical state in aldehydes. Lower aldehyde, that is formaldehyde, it is in gaseous state with unpleasant odor. Next few members are liquids with pleasant odor, and higher aldehydes are solids at room temperature. In case of ketones, lower ketones are liquids with pleasant odor, and higher ketones have bland odor, that is they have no characteristic sharp odor. Then in case of carboxylic acids, lower carboxylic acids up to carbon atom, that is C1 to C9 up to carbon atom 9 are liquids with irritating odor, and higher carboxylic acids they are odorless waxy solids. Then next property is boiling point. Boiling points of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids increases with increase in their molecular mass. As number of carbon atoms increases, molecular mass increases. As molecular mass increases, van der Waals force of attraction increases. As van der Waals force of attraction increases, boiling points also increases. That is, boiling points of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids increases with increase in their molecular mass. In carboxylic acids, in liquid state, acidic hydrogen of one molecule is in hydrogen bonding with carbonyl oxygen of other molecule. This doubles the size of the molecule. As size of the molecule increases, intermolecular van der Waals force of attraction increases. As intermolecular van der Waals force of attraction increases, boiling point also increases. Therefore, carboxylic acids have higher boiling points than those of the aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, alkanes of comparable mass. Then next property is solubility. Aldehydes and ketones contain carbonyl group, and carbonyl oxygen, it has partial negative charge. It is in hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom of water molecule. As a result, lower aldehydes and ketones are water soluble. In case of higher molecules, as molecular mass increases, proportion of hydrocarbon part in the molecule increases. That hydrocarbon part, it is water insoluble. Therefore, water solubility of that total molecule decreases. Therefore, higher aldehydes and ketones are water insoluble. In case of carboxylic acids, carboxyl acid contains carboxyl group, and this carbonyl oxygen of carboxylic acid is in hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom of water molecule. Therefore, lower carboxylic acids up to carbon atom 4, they are water soluble. As molecular mass increases, proportion of hydrocarbon part in the molecule increases. That hydrocarbon part, it is water insoluble. Therefore, water solubility of the total carboxylic acid molecule decreases as molecular mass increases. Higher carboxylic acids, which are water insoluble, are soluble in less polar organic solvents like benzene, ether, alcohol, etc.
In last lecture, we have studied physical properties of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. In this lecture, we are going to study polarity of carbonyl group and chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. First, we will study polarity of carbonyl group. This is carbonyl group. Polarity of carbonyl group is due to higher electronegativity of oxygen than the carbon. Therefore, this oxygen then attracts this electron pair towards itself. Therefore, this oxygen withdraws this electron pair towards itself. Therefore, this oxygen becomes partial negative and this carbon becomes partial positive. That is, in this case, this electron pair shift towards this oxygen atom, and also because of higher electronegativity of this oxygen than the carbon, this oxygen try to pull this electron pair towards itself. Therefore, this bond becomes, this electron pair goes to oxygen atom, therefore it becomes negative, and this carbon, this becomes positive. These are two resonating forms, and its resonance hybrid is, that is, it is partial negative charge and it has partial positive charge. The carbonyl carbon has positive polarity. Therefore, this carbonyl carbon is electron deficient. As a result, this carbonyl carbon, it acts as an electrophile and is easily attacked by a nucleophile. This shows that carbonyl carbon, it is easily attacked by a nucleophile. Then we will see reactivity of this carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones. That is reactivity of aldehydes and ketones. Here it is ketone and it is aldehyde. Here carbonyl carbon it is positive, partial positive carbonyl. Oxygen it is partial negative, partial positive. Reactivity of aldehydes and ketones, it is influenced by two factors. First factor is influence of electronic effect. Alkyl groups have electron donating inductive effect, that is plus I effect. A ketone has two electron donating alkyl groups attached to carbonyl carbon, which is responsible for decreasing positive polarity of this carbonyl carbon and also electrophilicity of this carbonyl carbon. In case of aldehyde, there is only one electron donating alkyl attached to carbonyl carbon. Therefore, it is more electrophilic than the ketone. Then next factor is steric effect. In ketones, two bulky alkyl groups are present in the way of incoming nucleophile. Therefore, it is more crowded, that is, it is sterically hindered, and in case of aldehydes, only one bulky alkyl group is present in the way of incoming nucleophile. Therefore, it is less crowded, that is, less sterically hindered. Therefore, incoming nucleophile attack on the carbonyl carbon easily. Therefore, aldehydes are more reactive than the ketones. Because of these two factors, that is influence of electronic effect and steric effect, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones in case of addition of incoming nucleophile.
Next, we will see chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones. In these properties, first we will see laboratory tests for aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes are easily oxidized by mild oxidizing agents. They form their corresponding carboxylic acids. It is aldehyde, carboxylic acid, a substance which itself oxidized that reduces other substances are called as reducing agents. Therefore, it acts as a reducing agent. That is, aldehyde itself gets oxidized into carboxylic acids and it reduces this mild oxidizing agent into its reduced form. Therefore, it acts as a reducing agent. Ketones do not have these hydrogen atoms attached to carbonyl carbon. Therefore, they do not oxidize by mild oxidizing agents. Therefore, ketones, they are not oxidized by mild oxidizing agents in their oxidized form. Depending on this reactivity difference between aldehydes and ketones, they are distinguished by the following tests. First we will see tests given by aldehydes. First we will see Tollens test. When an aldehyde is boiled with Tollens reagent, it is ammoniacal silver nitrate. It is Tollens reagent, and when heated it gives silver mirror test, that is silver mirror is formed. It gives RCOO minus, that is this aldehyde, it is oxidized to its carboxylate ion plus, that is here oxidation takes place. This silver, it is reduced from Ag plus to Ag, that is it gives silver mirror. Plus four NH3 molecules plus thrice OH plus H, that is twice H2O. Here aldehyde, it is oxidized to its carboxylate ion, and this silver ion, Ag plus ion, it is reduced to its Ag, that is Ag plus to Ag metallic. That means aldehyde acts as reducing agent, and this Tollens reagent, it acts as a oxidizing agent. We will perform this test. Here it is aldehyde, and this is Tollens reagent. We will add this reagent, that is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution, and when heated we are going to heat this reaction mixture. After heating for few minutes, the aldehyde, it is oxidized into its carboxylate ion, and this ammoniacal silver nitrate Ag plus, it is converted into Ag, and it gets deposited on this glass wall of the test tube. After few hours, here is this type of deposition. It forms a mirror, that is silver ions gets deposited on the wall of this test tube. It is silver mirror, that is when aldehyde is heated with Tollens reagent, silver mirror is formed. When silver mirror is formed, it shows that solution is a aldehyde. Ketones do not give Tollens reagent test. Filling test. When aldehyde is heated with filling reagent, it gives carboxylate ion, that is aldehyde, it is oxidized by filling reagent to carboxylate ion. Then these copper ions, they get reduced to cuprous oxide plus thrice H2O. Its color is brick red PPT. Once again I repeat, when aldehyde is heated with Fillings reagent, red precipitate of cuprous oxide is formed. That red precipitate, it shows that it is an aldehyde. Ketones do not give this type of taste. We will carry out this test. Is filling solution, Fillings reagent. After heating, it gives its red precipitate of cuprous oxide. See here, this brick red precipitate of cuprous oxide itself confirms that it is an aldehyde. Ketones do not give this type of taste. Only alpha hydroxy ketones, that is this ketonic group attached to alpha hydroxy group, it shows this type of, that is Fillings taste. Then third test for aldehydes, it is SIP test. When alcoholic solution of aldehyde is treated with SIP's reagent, it gives a red, pink or magenta color. That red, pink or magenta color confirms that CHO, that is aldehydic group. See here, it is aldehyde solution and we are going to add here SIP's reagent. That is red color, it confirms that it is an aldehyde, and ketone does not give this type of taste. Then we will see tests given by only ketones. Here one test is sodium nitroprusside test. That is CH3 C double bond O CH3, that is acetone. Here when ketone is treated with sodium nitroprusside, in presence of base, that is OH minus in presence of NaOH, it gives red colored complex. That red coloration, it indicates that is a ketone. When ketone is treated with sodium nitroprusside solution and NaOH solution, this formation of red color, it indicates it is a ketone. When this acetone, it is treated with filling solution, first this acetone, that is a ketone, it combines with OH minus, that is our base alkali, to form anion of this ketone, that is CH3 C double bond O CH2 minus plus H2O, and this anion of ketone, this combine with that nitroprusside reagent, to to form red colored complex, that is CH3COCH2 FeCN5NO, and here 2 minus plus 1 minus, it gives total 3 minus, and it is a red colored complex. Once again I repeat, when aldehyde is treated with sodium nitroprusside solution and NaOH solution, formation of red colored complex, it indicates it is a ketone. Only ketones give this type of taste. Aldehydes do not give this type of taste. That is a chemical reaction. Here acetone, it is a ketone, it combines with NaOH to form its anion. This anion further combines with nitroprusside solution to form red colored complex. That red colored complex, it indicates that it is a ketone,